Hey there. Get your fingers off the film.
Ketchup!
Ketchup? Ketchup.
And
Rewind.
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 Rewind it.
Rewind.
What's your cat's name, Chess?
This is Bucket.
Bucket, that's right. Can we see less of Bucket's asshole during the episodes?
I'll ask her.
Crichton might have
Just
a
let
different
her, just
opinion. He
ask.
probably wants a little more.
Hey, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Those are hangover sunglasses right there.
No, nobody say the word banana sandwich. Vomit on my keyboard.
That'd make for great content.
Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs.
Pretty sure I ate a baby.
No more confessions.
Save those for the taxi cab.
Save those
What
for
a
the
weird
files,
show.
bro.
What a weird show.
Taxicab Confessions. Like, get in the back of my cab and let me be a weirdo and drive you around the city and ask you very
Wait,
personal questions.
But they made they
that
made a
like
show
a-
of it.
Is that a YouTube thing?
No, it was on eight.
No,
so
that
it was
was-
on eight. Explain it.
That was
Bubba.
those underage kids wanting to go on to see some nudity at like late night HBO.
Oh,
So you
Yeah,
would
in the 90s.
And people would like expose their they're like, yeah, I just cheated on my boyfriend, or I just cheated on my girlfriend. And then he would be like, wow, what happened? And then they would just get into the nitty gritty, nasty, like it was great. It was great. It was great TV.
Bubba, do you have a filter on?
No.
Your skin looks great.
You look amazing.
Thank
yeah,
you.
dude.
I didn't know
Yeah.
you could can you put a filter on this thing?
You're glowing.
I don't know.
Wow.
Are you
great.
pregnant?
Are you
That's really
pregnant?
Yeah, but
You're
to
radiant.
save money, did they just do?
Yes, I am super pregnant.
Did they do cash cab by
They-
day and confessions by night?
That's what I was gonna say. Like at the same time as like Cash Cab.
No, it was years before Cash Cab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was like super late at night, and I remember we would go over Chris's house to spend the night,
Oh my god.
and his parents. This is a true story. And his
Had HBO?
parents. Well, no, they could see, they could see what we were watching in our room.
Yeah.
So like
Oh,
we would
like if
all
you
be
picked
huddled
up-
up.
There was a
Yeah, we would all be huddled up in his room, and we would wait. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning, where like the softcore porn would come on, and we would turn it. We would like turn it onto the station, and his parents would still be up, and his mom would be barging into the room because she could see what we were watching, and we would have to change the channel really fast.
It was like a local box in the living room that went to every room in the house. So it was like we would change the channel, but it would also change it in their room and that room and that room.
Oh, it's like your phone. You pick up the
Yeah,
phone.
Yeah, it was like
you
a
can hear
phone.
anybody.
Yeah, it's like everybody is. Yeah, I can pick up the phone. This is
Yeah.
a horribly embarrassing conversation.
What are you guys doing?
Dude, she caught us no fewer than 30 times. Like, there was no lesson ever learned.
It's very casual anger. It's like, "What's up, guys? What are we doing?" It's like the only time my mom ever said, "What's up?"
Get out of here.
Just
Leave us alone.
leave us alone and don't ask us to stand up.
Oh my god, get out of this!
I didn't realize you Amarilloite, but like you guys are tight. You got a lot of equity, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
a lot of equity.
somebody please start this episode.
Welcome to Catch Up and Rewind. Today we got the full gang. I'm Rob. We got Johnny, Crichton, Chesney, and Chris. It's been a minute. We're super stoked to see each other. Today we're reviewing Following in preparation for another Christopher Nolan, The Odyssey. This was Christopher Nolan's first movie. And I thought it'd be fun to see where he was at the beginning of his career and then compare that to where he is now, or at least in a couple weeks. with the Odyssey. I'm pretty hyped about that movie. I actually didn't know when I went to look up what movies Christopher Nolan, like what his first movies were. I also didn't know that Christopher Nolan did Memento. Do you guys know that?
Sure did.
There's a couple other things that I thought of, like Dunkirk.
That's the biggest thing about this director, about Christopher Nolan, the way he structures his storytelling. For those of y'all that have seen Memento, like he for sure breaks up the story in a way that drags you in and draws you in. Christopher Nolan actually described why he does that, why he breaks up these stories into kind of confusing blocks. And he said, in a compelling story of this genre, we're continually being asked to rethink our assessment of the relationships between the various characters. And I decided to structure my story in a way as to emphasize the audience's incomplete understanding of each new scene as it's presented.
Yeah, dude, that's just
So-
like a fancy way for him to say, I bounce around in the storytelling and it doesn't make sense until the last 8 seconds. And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Did you like that? Did you like that? I love it. I love it. I love being confused.
I love it. I think it's really, it draws you in a way that is kind of, it's his raison d'etre. It's his like, I love saying French words with French idioms with a Texas accent. It's his raison d'etre. It's his reason for entry. It's why he does all these. It's so that he can like break things up into fragments, and that is one of the ways that he tricks you and draws you in and kind of ensnares you in that trap.
I dated someone like that once.
Every relationship with Creole, it's a trap. Anyway,
Stuck in a web. You guys gotta come get me. Pull me out of here.
They all have 8 personalities, and they all hone in at the last 8 seconds.
this movie definitely felt like that, right? Like what is bamboozledception? Like there's so many layers where the main character is bamboozled by the chick that was bamboozled by the ultimate bamboozler. Didn't see that coming. Any of you like?
And
I
I
was
was
confused until
bamboozled
the
by
last-
all of them the whole time.
We're all
Guys got bamboozled at the same time.
it's a pretty classic noir in the genre of noir and any kind of neo noir. That's a big thing. It's like there's a betrayal of another betrayal of another betrayal, and there's also like the dame or whatever, the femme fatale, who like it's all there.
Are you speaking English? Like what
The
noir?
The French
thought-
have a
I thought
lot
noir
to
then-
do with why we are here
Noir.
right now.
Noir.
Noir?
So noir is a genre of film. Think about the private eye who's in his office, and the woman walks into his office and she says, "My husband, he's gone missing, but I don't miss him. He's so rich." And it's like, all this stuff. And he goes out looking, and it's this whole thing where everyone betrays everybody and everyone's lying to everybody. But that's been around for
Is that like
And- and-
is that a
it's-
genre
Yeah.
genre.
or like
it's noir.
Sometimes you can see, sometimes
Okay.
films like it's really cool because you'll see the light coming through like the shade and it has this like light glow, but also like the scene could be set up as like some detective in like his office, and like someone comes in and she starts talking, and then he will like go in front of the camera and he'll talk with her being in the background, so he'd be like, "I didn't know who she was. She was hot," or something like that. It's a weird thing, but it's kind of cool. It's a different type of filmmaking.
So there's Spider-Man noir. I feel like I'm an Aussie saying no noir.
no.
But that show, you can watch it in black and white, I guess, is like one of the options. I didn't make it. I truthfully I was already like, it's Nicolas Cage, Spider-Man, another Spider-Man. I lasted like 30 minutes and I stopped watching it. But that's where that comes from. Spider-Man noir, I'm guessing.
Yep. Yeah, he's a private detective, and they go by the book in that. That's exactly what happens in that show.
Well, back to the following. Let's go back to the following. Anyways. There's a few things that jumped out. The Batman sticker.
Yeah.
What?
Where did that come from?
Christopher Nolan directed Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises, which they're universally acclaimed. Like they're
Best.
great.
Batman.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Dark Knight Rises is the only comic book film I've ever watched. I had no idea Christopher Nolan
You haven't
directed
seen
it.
you haven't seen the Dark Knight, like with like the Heath Ledger, the Joker? Are you effing serious?
You got to get on that.
Oh my god.
It's bad.
That is
I
not
think
good,
you got some homework, buddy.
brother.
Yeah, sorry.
Dude, that is oh my
We're
heavens.
working our way through the alphabet. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I was
It's okay.
I missed it though. There was a Batman sticker somewhere in this movie.
So
on
on one of
the
the
main
doors.
character's door. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I just glossed right over that.
What were
It's
you,
actually
were you-
kind of out of place if you like when I was watching it too. It was like because everything's set in that time period, and then there's this like Batman sticker.
I think that sticker is that period. It was like that era's like logo, right? That style of like Batman logo.
That's true.
It would have been the Val Kilmer Batman, I think. Around that time. Batman Forever.
Yeah, which I think
Right.
is the best one.
Jim Carrey Wait, is that right? Jim Carrey
Jim
Batman time?
Carrey, yeah.
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 I don't know. I could
And
be
we
wrong.
had
And Tommy Lee Jones. Did you know they didn't like each other?
Yeah,
Jim
they hated
Carrey.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a really you got to look up that video.
Yeah, where Jim Carrey talks about, right?
He talks about
He-
meeting Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is playing Two-Face, but they meet for the first time, and like Tommy Lee Jones shakes his hand and pulls him in, and he's like, "I don't appreciate your tomfoolery or whatever." And
Yeah,
just
he's
like,
like
let go or whatever.
yeah, he's like I
All right.
can't
I'm the Riddler. What is happening? We're in a comic book movie right
I think they were at a restaurant or something.
now. Yeah.
And he's
Not
yeah,
great.
and they just like he told him how he thought of him. Just kinda
maybe
crazy.
maybe Jim Carrey filmed that film in method style. Just
think he did.
refused to leave the Riddler role. That would be really fucking annoying. Yeah, I would be pissed too, brother.
Riddle me
God.
this.
Jim, I asked what you wanted in your coffee. Like,
How would you like right? I was stoked. I was like, I felt like there's a little unintentional foreshadowing there because Dark Knight. If there's a 10 movie out there, it's Dark Knight.
100%. Yep. It's the best
Um,
comic book movie ever made, I think, still.
Credo, you did not like this movie.
Why do you say that?
Well, prove me wrong.
Okay, so there's a big difference between me not liking a movie and it not being a good movie, right? Those are two very separate
Fair.
things. Yeah, like nah, it's not my style of movie. I know what he was going for. I love Memento. I like his like non-linear like time travel and editing and bouncing around and like keeping you guessing till the very end. I like Memento and Tenet. He's done that in a bunch of his movies. But this one, honestly, I think it's maybe just because it's from the 90s, but like I couldn't hear him and I was like black and white's like a choice. It didn't need to be black and white. Like there's like no purpose for it to be black and white. And then I looked it up and it's just because he didn't have money. It was self-funded and he didn't have money for lighting and all the other gears that they would have needed if they were using color film. And so it was like it being black and white just made it a little bit shittier to me. And then
did they also not have fucking money for cameras with zoom lenses? Because everything is filmed like this close away.
yeah, dude.
Right.
And it's shot like Behind Enemy Lines, that Owen Wilson movie, where it's like a 120 mil lens and it's handheld and all over the
Yeah.
This film was made for $6,000.
Yes.
yeah.
It's
So-
one of the cheapest movies ever made.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh,
With his friends, yeah.
And totally, there are like limitations and hardships for every movie. and this-
Very lots
they
of
made
them.
it. Yeah, they made it for a nickel, and Nolan was like paying for the film stock out of his own salary, and everybody rehearsed their lines like crazy so they could nail everything in 1 or 2 takes because they filmed this on the weekends over the course of like a year. It was like very, very much so like a personal.
wow.
They shot
Yep.
this in the early 90s, right? And then like
Yep.
Nolan spent a year like sometime editing it, but it didn't actually get release until like 2011 or 12 is when it actually like came out. Which is kind of crazy. Like, that's super cool. Like having a project from a decade and a half like come back out, like have this like breath of fresh life. I think that's really cool. And I love that they went out and made it. I'm so happy that it exists, but it just overall, it wasn't for me, and I couldn't understand them, dude. British conversations in the 90s. I like had the subtitles on, and the subtitles were
It's
even
screwed up.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was-
brother, I'm right there with you.
Okay.
Yeah, help me understand the start of Nolan's career then. So was he just like an unemployed film school dude or something?
They
Like,
all
what
are.
was
So
he?
honestly, I don't know a lot about the very very beginning of it, but I know that he started here, and then from this point on, he kind of did whatever he wanted. The best thing about him is he always stuck with his vision and never did what anybody else told him, and it made him kind of one of the top 5 directors in the world right now. Maybe running top 3.
When I saw when it was suggested, this movie was suggested, I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, I'm not going to go into this thing thinking it's like some masterpiece of a film. I'm just gonna go into it as like this is the beginning of Nolan's like career. Like I'm watching like something like in college, like a bunch of college film people would go and like make films, and you would go and like watch their film. I can imagine Nolan sitting down and trying to find inspiration for a film that he was just creating with his friends, and then he'd be like, you know what, like, oh, I got this piece, like, okay, a guy is gonna follow people to try to get inspiration for a story, like he like maybe he's the journalist, maybe Nolan is that guy, like he's trying to find a story and he just couldn't, he had like writer's block,
So cool.
and so I'm like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Like Nolan's sitting down and he's just looking at people in the coffee shop being like, I wonder what their life is about. Not that Nolan like followed, these people, but that's maybe the genius that Nolan is,
So I think the budget was the influencer, and then he's like, what can I do with this? Oh, we'll make it in that noir style or whatever, because that'll fit our budget. And then yeah, I agree with you, Bubba. I think there was a little bit of some self-projection into the main character. I also think that he took like, I don't know what you call him, but like for example, when there's that dialogue where it's like every guy has a box and they like put their like special stuff in there or whatever. How many of you all have a box? Yeah.
Yeah, we all have a box, right?
No box for Bubba?
oh
just
me,
gonna
yeah,
keep-
I definitely have a box, yeah, absolutely, yeah,
So like super relatable. Like
yeah.
I mean, but I mean, I'm not a writer, producer, or anything like that, but I love when people can take everyday things that no one really thinks about and make it so relatable. Like for me, it was like, yeah, actually I do have a box. Like hopefully no one breaks in and takes my stuff just for the sake of making me miss it. And then to answer part of your question, Bubba, and I think you went into it with the right mindset. If I had looked up Christopher Nolan's first movie and saw that it was 3 hours, we're not watching a 3 hour black and white $6,000 budget movie.
This movie's short.
Our
Thank God.
But you're also like, you're kind of also like, oh my God, this is where Nolan started. It's like you're watching him learn how to be a filmmaker every movie. And that's what's kind of cool, right? Like, obviously coming from this to the freaking Odyssey, like that he's about to make, or even like, Interstellar or Inception, like coming from this going to these crazy movie sets, like I can't imagine, so you can't be a master at your first film. I'm not really sure who was,
But he
Um,
already has a very firm grasp on a lot of things that people never do in this
no,
movie.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely, he has a keen eye, yeah, for sure.
Rob was talking about, I mean, the little details of like things that we all have, like he uses those as jigsaw puzzle pieces that by the end of the movie, like they all kind of come together, and like those everyday items are what represent such crucial pieces in the story. Like,
Yeah,
and I love. That's the thing he did in Following, like the main character, young man or whatever. You can kind of tell where he's at in the story by like how he looks. If he's gotten the shit kicked out of him, or if he's got a haircut, or if he's wearing a suit, like you basically know where you're at just by seeing these like contextual things, And he does that in all these movies.
I wonder if he could get some of those actors again in his like newer movies. Like, you want to come act for me now?
Or I wonder
The
if they
blonde was
like
the only
smugged
one.
him. They're like doing begrudgingly. They're like, man, another weekend shooting this movie.
Yeah.
Ah.
Dang it.
Stupid movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I think the beginning I was kind of the very beginning of the movie I was like, dang, this is actually kind of good. Because I don't know why I love the acting so much in the very beginning, the dialogue between him sitting down and the guy asking him why he follows people. And I was like, wow, this is actually like,
That's his uncle.
it's almost like, oh, really?
The detective
real
is
life?
Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan's. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
John Nolan, Christopher Nolan's uncle. He was Shakespearean trained.
Yeah, it's almost like it wasn't like acting. It was real, and it wasn't like these, yeah, it was, I thought I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. And then it started, playing out, and I was like, it's still good. It's just not, it's not like.
That cafe where they met and they were having that conversation, the creeper originally just orders a coffee. He's like, I'll take a coffee. And the
Yeah.
waitress is like, come on, it's lunchtime. And so he orders like a cheesy sandwich. I thought that was so pushy. I was like, what? I like that she just like pushed him to order food.
And he just caved. He's like, all right.
Okay.
Isn't
Yeah.
that like the UK culture where like the women are the more pushier, like the UK culture, it's like the women ask the guys out on dates instead of the guys asking the girls on dates. I think that's like a real thing.
I have not heard that. The only date I've been on with a British woman, I was asked on, so that kind of checks out. Yeah,
But Chitney gets all the girls
okay.
out anyway, so.
yeah. So from Newcastle over Tune, if you're watching.
Oh my god.
Editor,
that was a great
editor,
time.
doc, editor, bleep that.
Welcome to Catch Up and Rewind, where we put on blast all our old exes.
How did
Bubba, who is your best high school kisser?
who is my favorite?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude.
And,
Oh God, that was the perfect
Dude.
opportunity for you to say your mom, dude. It was the
Oh
Yeah.
god.
perfect.
damn it.
Dang it.
Blew it.
Freaking mother.
Chesney, you weren't a fan of this show.
I think it would have been a lot better if I knew who Christopher Nolan was. I just Googled who he is and what he's done. It seems like he's done a lot of good stuff. So
Maybe he might have done a thing or two.
Are you
I felt
excited?
like I was in the middle of a fever dream while reading a Goosebumps novel by R.L. Stein. Like, R.L. Stein has the same like jumpy back and forth. Did you not read Goosebumps, or were you a Hardy Boys bitch?
Oh no. I'm
Goosebumps.
great.
Definitely
R.L.
R.L.
Stein.
Stein.
R.L.
Yeah.
R.L. Stein.
Goosebumps.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Great American
Good. All
author.
right. Glad we're on the same page.
Great
But-
American author.
It's been like 30 years.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have started watching this at 5 o'clock this morning, because I was like, what
Again.
is going on? It's just so much easier for me if I just watch it morning of.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the last 8 seconds of it, but that didn't make up for the first 68 minutes and 52 seconds. I was just so confused most of the time. But the ending was great. I don't particularly enjoy art films normally, because like film and the art of film just aren't my thing, obviously. I don't know who Christopher Nolan is.
What do you enjoy? What kind of movies do you enjoy?
Linear dramas, like Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank
Or-
Redemption is great.
It's so
a great
good.
film. We need to watch that for
but
podcast.
like things that are pretty linear,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
whose stories are you can get up and grab a bowl of Life cereal and come back and you still know what's going on in the movie 30 seconds later. Because in this case, like if you got up and came back, you'd be like, what is going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't like art, Chesney?
Not
Huh?
this kind,
You don't
apparently.
you don't like Subway sandwiches? That's art. Those guys
this a
making the
refer-
sandwiches.
Is this a reference that I don't get?
It's got to be.
Yeah,
It's
it
a reference
is.
I don't get.
It
I don't get
totally
it.
is. This is the end. The movie?
Ah.
No. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
nope.
Okay.
Sorry, brother.
This is so stupid. I don't know why I said yeah.
He
Reference
hasn't seen
that.
The Dark Knight or Back to the Future, or we're working with Chesney.
This is great.
But part of it probably, that we alluded to earlier, is probably the filming style where you're 2 feet away from the person's face the entire time and it's all shaky and shit. Like, yeah, here, we're going to just film like this the entire time, right?
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
Speaking of Blair Witch, they're making another one. I don't know if you saw
What?
that.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
They'll keep
anyways.
making those forever.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's a re thing. It's like a re-edit. I don't know.
Show 'em, bud.
Get it?
Re-edit. Yeah.
They're gonna film
Everyone's
it
gonna
with
think it's real.
They're gonna film it on a gimbal.
Yeah.
They were terrible kissers in it. They like made out at the restaurant, but it was like
Ugh.
it was so bad. It
It's
was,
so forced, right?
Even that in the bedroom part, that was kind of weird.
Two dead fish flopping around.
Did you
Literally.
notice? Did you all notice? Did you notice when he rang the doorbell? He got his tie to like cover his fingerprint.
Yeah, he did it. He did it like 3 times.
Yeah.
He is a dumbass. He is.
He's the
He
worst.
deserves to go to jail.
Thief, theft. Yeah.
Idiot.
Oh my god.
I kind of felt like I was watching like the Boondock Saints. It was like 2 British dudes like run around rooftops doing
Oh,
stuff.
don't do that.
Why
Boondock Saints
wouldn't
is
he just
good.
put the glove on first instead of the towel? You know, the tie. Like he could have just done that the very first time. He's like, "Do you have your gloves?" And he's like, "Yeah, I have my gloves." Like, why don't you press the fucking doorbell? It's like 2 idiots pressing the doorbell. I don't know. It's Christopher Nolan. It has to have meaning though.
I don't even know if
Somehow-
that doorbell was like.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a finger. They're gonna get like an eighth of a fingerprint. Even if,
It's like
I don't know. I'll say this. It was a show with little buy-in to appreciate humble beginnings.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, no, totally worthwhile.
if anything, that was the goal. I think sometimes I know for myself. I think it was here's like another perspective. Like we've known each other for over a decade. For any of you that I guess it helps if we would have said this in the beginning, but we used to all be like pretty much roommates, quasi roommates, Chesney, and spend a lot of time together watching movies, Wicked Wednesdays and stuff like that. And it's been really fun for me coming back to Utah, reconnecting with y'all to see where y'all blended. So, you know,
Yep.
when I think back to our humble beginnings of Creighton was like coming home with cases of Red Bull, like dropped off on a driveway. You know, Chesley coming to the scene through a Tinder date. I don't even know like who it was, but I think it was.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I do.
I definitely do.
Let's not dox anybody else. Let's just.
like new, like biblical. Anyways, it's been great. It's been fun to see us all land. I think everyone's doing well. It's been fun to reconnect, and you know, I'm looking forward to the Odyssey and any other future projects that we all do together. So, with that, thanks for joining. Hopefully, we'll catch you on the next Catch Up and Rewind. See ya.